Hello everyone, my name is Vidushi. Welcome to the video. I'm working as an assistant professor in Department of Management at Goel Institute of Technology and Management. I have been working as an active member of Innovation Cell, being an innovation ambassador since last 2 years. We have a lot of experience in innovation and design thinking. Being the co-teacher of design thinking at my institution, I'm bringing you the video lecture at design thinking in the easiest way to understand what is design thinking and what is the process to understand design thinking. We are also going to discuss the needs and the benefits of design thinking that leads towards innovation and entrepreneurship. So join me in the video. So the agenda for this video is that we are going to learn about what is design thinking all about, what is the need of design thinking, and in depth we are going to study the process of design thinking. As we move forward, we will show you through the slide that what the design thinking is, how it is human centric, and how the process of design thinking is implemented to find a solution and create new ideas. Why design thinking? Why it matters so much? Why we are talking about design thinking so long? And why everywhere it is required as an essential skill of a person? If I talk about in a simple manner, customer is everywhere. You are having customer everywhere and they are having various kinds of need out there. To tackle their need, you have to come up with innovative ideas, creative ideas. And these ideas can only be generated by design thinking. There is a complete process through which you learn how you generate an idea, how you generate a prototype, and how you are going to test it out and sell it in the market. These all things are related to design thinking, and that is the reason people are giving so focused on the design thinking skills. So we are going to learn about what exactly design thinking is and what the process of design thinking is all about. We can say in simple words that design thinking is an interactive process in which you can seek and understand your users' challenges, assumptions, and redefine and create innovative solutions, which you can prototype and test. The overall goal is to identify alternative strategies and solutions that can be instantly understood or instantly generated into an idea. Design thinking is more than just a process. It is to open up an entirely new way of thinking, which offers a collection of methods to help you apply these new mindsets. Say design thinking is a human-centric design. What do we understand by human-centric? Human-centric design is a problem-solving technique that puts people at the center of the development process, enabling you to create a product and a service that is more tailored according to your audience need. We can say that the goal is to keep the user's want, pain, preferences in front of the mind during the phase of the development of a product or during this process. You will build a more accessible product that are more likely to turn higher profits if your customer has already been studied and the things are being invented or innovated according to him. As we move forward, we have to study what is the process of design thinking. How can we implement this user-centric problem-solving approach? As you can understand, no matter how the problem is, whether small, big, related to a process, related to a product, related to a service, you can utilize design thinking as an approach of problem solving. However, you choose to implement the design thinking in any sort of problem. The goal is same, to approach the complex problem from a human perspective. The design thinking process forced creativity, innovation, and user-centric, helping you to come up with an actionable solution that are desirable for the user, that are visible for the they are viable for the business, and they are technologically feasible. Design thinking process puts the need and the requirement of the user first. The first stage of the process is to dedicate the building empathy with the target users and understanding their needs. It is about understanding their expectations, their behavior. Next, you will focus on developing an idea that quick turns into a prototype and testing for the real users who are from whom we have understood the problem that is already existing in our solution. Then we move forward for the feedback and make a necessity changes required for the better development of the product. In nutshell, I would say design thinking process is to enable you to find an innovative solution to the complex problem deriving by the needs of the target users. So as we move forward, we are going to study the various stages, or we can say the various steps involved in design thinking process. The very first step that we are going to learn is empathy. Empathy, we can say, is the very first step of design thinking, because it is the skill that allows us to understand and share the same feeling with others. Through empathy, we are able to put ourselves in other people's shoes and connect with how they might be feeling about their problem, their circumstances, or the situation. Some question to consider is what the person is feeling, and we can also what action or words indicates that feeling. To empathize, you can also identify their feelings through their words, their actions, and their feedbacks. Their word could describe you the use they are looking forward from the product. These are some of the guided questions that can help you reflect and identify the problem, how other is feeling about, and how you can create a new solution out of this. Simply talking about empathy, it is about putting yourself in the shoe of other and understanding what the user is demanding or what is he feeling. It is simply that you have to understand the need of the customer through various observations, through interviewing them, through getting a questionnaire filled, or there are many other techniques. The basic thing is that you should understand various problems or various needs that are arising for a customer. And with this process, you can move forward to define the problem that has exactly prevail. Now as we move forward, we are going to learn the second step of design thinking process, that is defining. We can say that through empathizing, we have learned how the customer feels or what are his or her problems or experiences regarding the product that is already existing. Design thinking has a second step, that is defining the problem. The second step of design thinking process is the phase where it is often considered the critical foundation upon which the entire design process rests. It is the defined phase where designers strive to gain a deeper understanding of the problem. They are trying to solve this step involving defining the problem statement, researching, and they are empathizing with the end user. To begin, designer must clearly encirculate the problem they are aimed to address. This involves reframing the challenges into a well-defined specific question. Here, for instance, of saying we need a better website, it becomes how might we improve the user navigation or the accessibility, or how to reduce the bounce rate. And this plays an important vital role in the stage. The designer needs to create the question, the problem statement, where he can understand that what is the exact need of the customer or the end user. We can interview, observation, and creating a personal questionnaire can help in defining these problems. Research is an other integrated aspect which helps in the defining part. We can understand the market analytics and various other solution provided out there to narrow down the aspect which we have studied in empathizing. The design process of the defined process, the designer should have a well-defined problem statement, a clear understanding of the user, and the insight from the research. This knowledge forms the base of the idealization and prototype in later stages. This can help ultimately in defining the phase or set of problem statements that he needs to tackle, for which he needs to create a solution, and for which he needs to fulfill the prototyping so that he can come up with a solution that is according to the desire of the customer. After we have already empathized with the user and we have defined a problem statement, we move forward to the third step. The third step of design thinking is idea generation. It plays a vital role. This phase involves fostering a collaborative environment where diverse team members come together to brainstorm the innovative solution to the problem that was identified in the previous step defined. The key is to encourage a free flow of idea without judgment, where every idea, no matter how unconventional, is welcomed. Like brainstorming sessions, mind mapping, role playing, and even structured exercise like crazy 8s are employed to spark the creativity. The aim of this is to explore the various possibilities, ensuring that no potential solution is left unexplored. Once the idea is generated, they are sorted, and the most promising concepts are selected through voting, and they are prioritized. These chosen ideas become the base of the upcoming stages of design thinking, where prototypes are developed and testings with real users is done. I can summarize it that idea generation is a stage where creativity and imagination take center stage, setting the stage for the upcoming stages or phases of prototyping. And we can say it is a critical phase where the team has been enabled to think outside the box and find the innovative solutions, or address the user's need and find a creative solution to generate a new idea that can be technically feasible and financially feasible. As we move forward, we have already understood that what is empathizing, how we can understand the need of the user. Then we have defined the problem statement, and finally we have generated few raw ideas that can be the probable solution for the need of the users. Prototype is basically creating a tangible asset or a tangible product that is low cost and help you understand how the actual product is going to be. We can say prototyping is a fundamental step in the design thinking process, and it is about turning ideas into tangible representation. It is like creating a rough draft of your solution before investing a significant resources on it. A prototype is a simplified, often low cost version of your product, service, solution, or the process that you have done. It tests and refines the concept. These can be in sketch, mock-up, physical models, and interactive stimulation. The primary purpose of prototyping is twofold: validation and iteration. Firstly, a mean of to validate whether your idea or is getting the target audience, is actually solving the problem you have identified. You expose this prototype to the real user, gather feedback, and observe their interaction and see whether it aligns with the actual need and the expectations of the customer or not. And then as we move forward, the second thing is to identify the flaws and weakness of your solution. There are many times that we have generated a solution, but there are some drawbacks, some lacking behind. So by creating a prototype, we can save time and resources, and in long run it allows you to fail fast and get cheap learning at the very early stage of product designing. This helps you to overcome the flaws and develop a better product. So as to summarize, I will say that prototype is a crucial bridge between idealization and implementation, transforming the abstract idea into a tangible, testable, and refined solution. It is essential for you to create prototypes. After we have studied prototyping, we are moving forward for testing. We have till now learned that we have to empathize with the end user. We have to create a problem statement or define the problem that we need to tackle, and then create a creative environment where the employees can generate innovative ideas or the solution for the problem statement. Now we have generated prototype, and we are moving forward with testing. As we can say, testing is like trying out a new game or checking if toy works properly. Before you play with it in design thinking process, it is a crucial step where you make sure that your ideas and the creation actually work well for the people we want to help. Imagine you have built a cool gadget, designed a website, or just draw a picture. Now you want to see if it really does it works, and is it solving the problem. This is where testing comes in. You give your creation to real people who might use it, like your friends, family, and you watch how they use it. You ask them the question about what they think, what problems they are still facing. You pay attention to their reaction and what makes them happy or frustrated. The goal of testing is to find out your creation is easy to use, if the solution of the problem is provided, and if it makes people life better. If it doesn't place that okay, testing helps you figure out what needs to be changed or improved. You might go back from drawing board, make changes and start testing again until you get the right product. Testing is like friendly detective work to make sure that your idea or the creation is awesome as they can be for the people who will be using them. We can simply summarize that in testing, we move to the end user with we provide them the prototypes and we see whether it is working properly for them, whether it is solving the problem, whether it is providing the correct solution or not. And with this step we can confirm that our product is working properly or not. Moving forward to the last step of design thinking process, that is implementation. Implementation is like the exciting moment when you finally get to use the new toy or play a video game you have been waiting for. In the word of design thinking, it is the step where you turn your well tested idea and plan into a working solution that people can benefit from. Picture this. You have brainstormed ideas, built prototypes and tested them with real world users. Now it's time for you to put all your hard work into action. Implementation involves taking the best idea and making them into a reality. This step can be assembling a puzzle. You can gather all the pieces, the plan, the material, the resources you need to make the solutions. You might need a team that helps you, or a program that helps you, or app that then you follow your plans and start building, creating your code, or you pay close attention to the details, make sure that everything is working smoothly. Just like a chef follows a recipe, you follow your design to make sure that your solution turns out just right. During implementation, you might face challenges or unexpected surprises just like a video game, but staying flexible and making adjustments when needed, you can overcome these obstacles. Finally, when solution is completed, it's time for you to share it with the world. Whether it is launching new product, opening a new community center, or introducing a helpful app, implementation is thrilling moment when your idea becomes a real solution that can be a that can have a positive impact on people's life. Implementation is the last step of design thinking process, but I would also like to add on that design thinking is a continuous process. It never comes to an end. With the invention or innovation of a new product arises a new need. There are always unsatisfied needs of the customer, and thus we can say that the design thinking process is a continuous process, and we can next start rethinking and re-empathizing. With this we come to the end of design thinking process. Now, as you have understood the process of design thinking, let me discuss some needs of design thinking. Why design thinking is so much necessary in the current scenario. Design thinking, we can say it is a very versatile approach that can benefit a wide range of fields and industry due to its emphasis on creativity, user-centric and problem solving. There are various domains where design thinking can be applied. It can be applied in business and entrepreneurship. Design thinking helps in creating new business products, new services, and create a customer leading or increase in customer satisfaction and loyalty. It can be used by various entrepreneurs for innovative solutions. We can also use it in technology and software development. It ensures that the software and the tech products are user friendly and meets the need of the rapidly evolving landscape of tech. We can also use it in healthcare industry. Design thinking improves patient experience by focusing and empathizing and understanding the patient's need, creating better medical devices or facilities. Patient can where we can create a patient-centric models. We can also use it in education sector, in teaching. We can make more we can say interactive classrooms, or we can make more learning experience better. We can use it in architecture or urban planning. Cities and architecture employees use it for designing in such a way that that the designs are environmentally sustainable and have public spaces in everything. Product designing is the very basic domain of design thinking, where we use user friendly, aesthetic, pleasing and functional products for the users. We can use design thinking in social and environmental issues. It plays a very important role in helping out with the challenges and providing the solution for the environmental degradations or poverty. We can use it in finance and banking sector as well. Design thinking is used to improve the customer interface for banking apps, streamlines, or we can say create a financial product that is better aligned with the user needs. We can also use design thinking in marketing and advertising. Marketers use design thinking to understand customer need, behavior, and they can create a more compelling brand advertisements or brand experiences. Both government and private sectors can use it. Government agencies use design thinking to improve the citizen services, optimize public policies, enhance overall citizen experience. We can also use design thinking in automobile industry to design vehicles and have a better safety features, or that is more eco-friendly designs. And at last, I would say in manufacturing, manufacturers can apply design thinking for production process, reduce waste, create product that is more easy to manufacture and assembly. To conclude, I would say that design thinking is a field, or it is a skill which can be utilized in various fields, encouraging a human-centric approach to solve problem and create innovative solutions that are better suited for the real world, regardless of the. At last, I would like to conclude that we have studied what is design thinking all about, how it is a human-centric approach, and what are the various stages of design thinking. From this video, you have learned that what design thinking is actually about, what is empathizing, how we define the problem statement, how we create a prototype, how we generate idea, how we foster an environment for creative learning, and how we test the product that we have generated, and finally the implementations. We have also learned about the various domains where design thinking can be implemented and can be utilized. We can say design thinking is not just confined till product designing. It is a experience based thing. It is initiating a better thinking, better idea generation, better innovation in all fields. For deeper learning of the design thinkings, we can have further videos that we will continue. For this video, this is all. If you have any questions, you can drop down the questions in the comment section below. Thank you.